as well. I hope it's still available by the time we get to it. Let's talk about these pieces. Now this is something very, very different. And I don't know all of the jewelry that you own or how long you've been collecting, but I can say almost with certainty that you probably don't have pieces like these, because it's a nail design. So think about this, and I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show it to you here on my finger. Do you see how in this ring, and this is all, everywhere you see black gemstones, these are black spinel. So right along the tip and right along the edge here. It looks like a nail that has been wrapped around and then wrapped around again to create a ring. Matter of fact, I'll show it to you here so that you can see it on my finger and off the finger. So you can really see when it's off your finger, you're like, yeah, that does kind of look like a nail, but it's cool when it's on, doesn't it? It's like a bypass kind of looking design, but done in a very elegant way in this nail design. That's the ring. We have the earrings for you, and these earrings are the most limited of the 3 pieces of jewelry that we have for you this morning. So these earrings, same kind of look in the earrings that we had earlier with the turquoise and the ball drop design. I'll show you those and I'll kind of play around with those in a second, but those are the earrings. And just so you know, this is supposed to look like a nail, but it's not super sharp. I don't want you to be afraid of it, all right? It's not like you're wearing a thorn or anything like that. And then we also have the pendant. Look at that pendant. And that's also that nail look and design. And as a matter of fact, this one, and I'm gonna flip this one around, this one is an enhancer. So it's gonna be easy for you to change the chain if you want to and put it on any different kind of chain you want. But you see the size of that bail, you see all of the black stones, those are all black spinel, and then it drops down to this point of like a nail point. These are very, very interesting pieces of jewelry. They do have a point, but it's not sharp. I don't want you to be afraid of it and in terms of wearing it every day. But it's like, it's like almost like a tough look blended with fine jewelry. That's what this looks like. It's like almost kind of tough meets fine when you're wearing these pieces. Because when you're wearing them, it just looks like, oh wow, that's an interesting kind of ring. I've never seen anything like that. But it's only when you look closer that you think, oh wow, that looks like a nail. Yeah, very interesting. So all bronze with the yellow plating on the top. And again, it's a look of yellow gold on that top. So yes, you can wear this paired back with your genuine gold jewelry if you wanted to layer things up with no problems there. And you also have flex pay to get all of these home as well. Let me give you a quick update. Oh, I'm gonna have to change my necklace because it is now sold out. So I'm so glad that you were able to pick that one up. That one, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. All of these pieces do have their own personality, don't you agree? So that when you see them and when you're looking for these, again, it's not like, oh, I've already got something like that. Oh, that looks like, something that you already have in your drawer as it is. These are kind of their own personality, their own designs. So you are truly adding to your jewelry wardrobe and your jewelry collection. Look at those earrings. Now we were talking about those earrings a bit earlier and the fact that it's a double kind of look or like a convertible kind of look in earrings where you've got the stud with the black spinels along the top and then you have sort of a jacket style look in the earrings. And then you've got the point of the nail, so to speak, coming from below the earlobe. So the stud is gonna sit right there in the ear, and then the point is gonna come below the earlobe. So it looks like it's suspended, it looks like it's hanging in air. But you can wear this earring in a couple of different ways. This is the way that we're showing it to you, all fully put together. And this is the way that you're gonna get it. But what you're gonna notice when you get this home is that it's a 2-part earring. So you've got the bottom part that when you have it in your ear, it won't dangle, it will be straight, and then you've got that stud part. But you could take off that bottom piece and just wear the stud if you wanted to. Or you could use this bottom part And if you have another kind of stud, maybe you have a diamond stud or a pearl stud that you wanted to slide through there, you could do that as well. And then you've got even another look in the earring. So there's the look all together, and then you can kind of break it apart as you decide you want to. Most people won't, because most of us, you know, we're thinking, well, a stud is fine, but if I can have something that has a great suspended dangle along the bottom, that's what I'm gonna do, because that is something I don't have. And the fact that you're getting these all on clearance, the pendant itself is $19.90. The earrings are the earrings or the ring, $29.90. Lowest price we've ever offered on this collection here from Bellezza. And you've got flex pay. So if you want to get these home, you're talking about flex payments of under $5. You cannot beat it. We're going to check in with Colleen Lopez for Gotta Watch Thursday, and then we